once again to Aberrant Gaming, New World of Darkness. Today we discover the beauty of being able to go and break into somebody's house and see what happens. So, now that we are all together, Mr. Voorhees will give us a quick overview of what happened last time.
We had this really fucked up dream. We went into the hall and there were these like spider creatures running around outside, and the walls ate Lucky, and then they grabbed onto me and tried to eat me. And so gunfire proceeded. The tentacles grabbed onto Matt's character and proceeded to pretty much break him in half. And I actually managed to kill mine, but when they broke Matt in half, we then woke up from the dream, and Matt was having a seizure. We then shared our accounts of the dream, and after much debate, decided we were going to continue on with our plan to try to break into Amanda Washburn's house. Wrench also killed a girl who was down at the bottom of the steps at the front counter texting, and when she didn't stop texting to answer his question, he caved her head in with his wrench. He threw her body into the lake and summoned some sort of aspect of a death god who granted him 3 wishes. None of us know this, though, so Wrench has just come back and suddenly no one remembers the girl downstairs except us people in the group. And that's pretty much where we left off.
Well, there we go. So we're going to start this evening off by heading on over to New York, just for a quick sec. Meanwhile, in New York, the evening as to which when they were having their dream, we find a very angry detective deciding that he is going to go and visit a very young lady in hopes to try to figure out how to fence the drugs that he has, or to come to some type of an agreement to see what is going to happen from there.
Ricky Verona jumps out of his Trans Am sports car with a large black bag slung over his shoulder, walks into the alley where he's meeting with her, and lights a cigarette, waiting for her to come out from the side door of the building she usually works in and meet with him. She comes out and also lights up a cigarette and asks what kind of merchandise he's got on him this time. He opens the bag and shows it to her on the floor. This time the bag appears to be empty. She looks at him with a bit of surprise and shock. He looks up at her with a wry grin on his face and says, "No, it's not your money I want this time, it's information." She looks a bit scared. She knows that this guy has got a bit of information on her, and that this man has the power to dredge up a lot of things from her past fencing days that she might want to see forgotten. So nervously she asks him, What do you want? What information can I give you?" He leans up against the wall, takes a drag on his cigarette and says, "Well, I hear that you've recently landed quite a big score. The figure of $6.6 million sound familiar to you?" Her eyes widen again as this number is quoted. It definitely rings a large bell. Ricky fixes her with a stare and says, "I've heard the mess these guys have been getting into, and I don't think that they're quite capable of pulling off this score. So I think it's in your interests and in mine that you tell me where they are. She pulls out a small piece of paper, writes on it an address, and hands it over. Is that it? Are you done here? For now. For now. He picks up the bag, closes it, takes out a couple of $100 bills and passes them over. As always, a pleasure doing business. Try and keep your nose clean. I'll be seeing you again. He walks over to the corner where his car is parked, jumps in the car, and roars off in the direction of the address he was given.
And thus the scene then switches back over to from Miss Christina Reese's Brownstone back to the beautiful town that ever was, the largest spiritual community, Lilydale. The gentleman's in the room. So, you boys were eventually going to try to find a way to break in. Is that still going to be your current goal?
Yep. We have no other reason to have a different plan at the moment.
None whatsoever.
No, no.
Hmm.
So how do we go about doing it?
Well, she's not in town this week. Apparently she's never in town during the festival. So my thought was we were going to go out at 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's about what time it is right now.
Right.
So if we were going to do that, we
That
had
would be
better
the
get
time.
going.
Yeah.
And what will we tell Ma when we're going up?
We tell her that we need to get something out of our car.
Alright.
The car is
Okay.
parked a very long way away. Yeah.
It is actually, because parking's a bitch to find in this town.
Actually,
Yeah,
no.
that's really-
true.
Yeah, no, it's not. You parked in one of the reserved spots reserved for somebody else. William Walden
But the
was
car
like,
with the guns in the...
She doesn't know that, does she?
No, actually, I was
Oh, she
driving.
does.
Mrs. Storyteller. I was driving. So yeah, I did that.
oh, that's right. Yeah,
what
that's
else
right.
we could just...
That's right. You did park like literally in the spot across the hotel. I'm sorry, my bad.
There's always an Irish person at the wheel of the car, isn't there?
Anyway, what else we just say that we're going out for a walk, enjoy the moonlight.
Maybe we need to... Well, we did say I was a medium. Perhaps I'm going to experience the energies.
Alright, yeah.
I guess it could work.
That's a good one. You can do the talking then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not.
Alright, shall we go then?
Sure.
All right, you gentlemen find yourself downstairs in the lobby with the dear old Ma. So,
At 3 a.m.
yes, at 3 a.m.
Morning, Ma.
Hi. Morning, Ma.
Oh, it's so good
Morning.
to see you boys. How are you doing?
Did she just become Dutch?
Dutch? Oh, you mean like a Pakistani?
Where are you from, Ma? I am from all of Europe at the same moment.
Yeah, she's racist.
She is rich. She
Anyway,
goes, anyway, yes, boys. What are you doing out this evening?
oh, we're going out for a walk. It seems our medium is not getting anything, and
Let's stars are rather
In the hotel.
beautiful tonight, and I thought we might be able to see something if we went out and took a look at them.
Oh, well, by all means, please go ahead. Go outside. It's not a problem. But just be careful.
With
Careful,
that,
Ma.
Victor will nod, and he's going to go out the door before she says anything else.
Yeah, I'm following Victor quite quickly. I'm like, alright, let's go, come on.
Because I remember the dream. She turned into a spider demon.
Mr. Storyteller, what do I roll if I want to do something empathy to be like, she said,
Thought you were gonna wrench Ma.
no.
Not
No, but
yet.
I just want to be like, is it wits, empathy?
For
To
what?
see, because you said, oh, don't worry, or make sure nothing happens.
Yeah, go ahead and
She
do
gave-
wits. Go ahead and do wits empathy.
Right? Because I have no empathy, that would mean that I roll only one die. It's not a chance die, but it might succeed.
It didn't.
And with a 7, it's like I might have gotten something if I was only good at this stuff. So,
But no,
so wrench.
sorry.
Wrench nods at Ma and then goes outside.
All right, so she just kind of looks. She just kind of looks at you awkwardly, and you walk out the door.
Yep. I was like, oh, okay, that was awkward. Right,
We get about
As soon
2
as we
feet
know
away from the hotel, and I'm like, that bitch is crazy. She never sleeps.
What was she doing up at 3 in the morning?
maybe she's a vampire.
Don't joke about that.
I
in
just
this
look at her
fucking
and she's
town.
like, yeah, whatever.
With
Charlie?
sympathy on Charlie.
What?
Ooh,
I have a success.
It's not like
What
that.
would
Don't get
empathy?
any ideas, Victor.
You gentlemen find yourself all outside. Now, where to?
we are going to Amanda Washburn's house. We passed it on the way in.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, we know where it is. We've just never been there.
So you're going to go to cottage number 8 then. Okay.
Yep.
I
I hope so.
and actually, yeah, because Walden had the crowbar, so I guess one of us is carrying the crowbar instead of him.
And as you guys are, walking down the street and whatever else, you see a car literally just drive through the gate. Like it just plows.
Crashing through.
Yes, the car just doesn't care. There's no guard there at the moment, but it just they just
That scared him off.
well no, they just
All right,
it's
did that-
closed. There's no guard. The car just drives through the barrier and then parks on the side of the road and has its high beams on you.
Alright, does it make a lot of noise?
I don't know. Ian, does your car make a lot of noise?
Well, he just broke through a gate.
He drove through. Doesn't
It's a
matter.
big American muscle car, so yeah, even with the engine just idling, it's currently with the high beams on you. It's making
Right,
quite a loud rumbling.
Then you can probably see me pulling out my wrench.
Oh god.
It is never good. It's never good when the wrench is pulled out.
The wrench is pulled out. Oh shit's hit the fan.
Yeah, Victor's going to reach for his revolver, his heavy pistol.
I'm just gonna
his wrench.
stand there because I don't carry weapons.
You are a weapon.
I am a weapon now, yes. Not that you guys know it quite yet, but whatever.
The door of
Do you
the
like to
car,
punch things?
Yeah, I do.
the door opens and you see a figure step out. He's wearing a small hat, kind of a flat cap, and a off-white coloured shirt with a waistcoat and smart trousers and shoes. He just closes the door and stands there with a cigarette in his mouth and his hands on his hips, just looking at the group of you. Nice night for a walk, eh?
Oi, who are you?
Nice night for crashing a car through a gate, isn't it?
Well, feel free to call the police if you want.
There's no point.
You wouldn't happen to be related to this sheriff in this other small town, would you?
I very much doubt it.
Alright, sir. What the fuck are you doing?
Well, we can discuss what I'm here for in a minute, but I'm more curious as to why you guys are walking around with guns and wrenches in the middle of the night.
By the way, in a private gated community.
Well, sir, I'm a mechanic. That's why I carry my wrench.
Really? And you got a call at, looks at his watch, gone 3 a.m.?
Well, it appears someone broke through the gates.
And you knew about that in advance? That's good going.
Ah, I had an tingling sensation something might happen.
Well, you still haven't told me why you're here. You're a mechanic. What's a mechanic do at 3 a.m.?
Repair stuff.
In a private spiritualist community.
Break cars because no one drives them.
Just want to yell, wrench him, you know.
You can see wrench like what people do with a baseball bat, but then with his wrench, go like, really, sir? Maybe you should, explain yourself before you get wrenched.
He looks down, shakes his head slightly at this, and he lifts up the front of his shirt. You can see he's got a pistol tucked into his trousers, and next to it there's also a small police badge.
Oh,
That's not a good
okay.
thing to show this group.
Well, you
Well,
see,
All right,
a lot of you might think that the police turning up here after you've broken a gate would perhaps be a problem, but I'd like to think I'm here to actually help you guys.
Oh, really?
How?
We've got
And
a
who
mutual
sent you?
friend. We've got a
Like
mutual
who?
friend.
You know
Oh,
Christine
she's,
too?
oh God, no.
She works back in New York.
God damn it.
She doesn't just fence for you guys, you know.
Who?
Victor's gonna pull out a phone really quick and text, "Who the fuck do you not know?"
Your phone, you go to grab your phone and you realize, beep, 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 no signal.
I know. So the moment I leave this place, she's getting that text.
But let's just say she's told me that you're after some certain things worth a lot of money, and I think I can help you.
What do you think, so,
Oh.
copper? Eh?
Well, you've heard the thin blue line. Let's just say that I tend to cross it a little bit every now and then when it suits me.